Thank you very much.
I'm John Simpson. I'm with Consumer Watchdog. I was fascinated by your quote of our success coming from the fact that we don't have a king in this country.
Sure.
And I guess I would fear that perhaps you have become the king of the internet, and that has all sorts of terrible implications for privacy. And we're very concerned about the way many people enter into Google's web without even realizing that they're having information go in. We've posted 2 videos about that, which are available on our site, consumerwatchdog.org/Google, strangely enough. And we encourage everyone to look at that, but specifically for you, sir, we wonder why you haven't responded to us in over a month about these. These are very well-documented situations, how you essentially look at people's email, even if they haven't opted in, how you are now marketing all of your apps to Congress without really talking about the kind of necessary security that's there with cloud computing, which, we have issues with the privacy things. What you're doing with Congress could potentially, it seems to us, be a breach of security. So we're very eager in working with you. We think that much of what you do is fantastic, but it has to be done in a transparent way. And people, as you said, they have to opt in. Most of your material now, I would suggest, the default does this to you, and there is no easy, simple way, for instance, to opt out of auto-suggest. We have some specific suggestions. We look forward to sitting down and talking with you, and I ask you today, when can we do that?
This is not the best time to set up a meeting with me, but we could talk about it after.
We can talk about it after.
Yes.
It's not easy for me to do this in front of 200 people, nor the preferred method.
So I have actually read your letter very carefully.
I'm
generally sympathetic. You make a set of specific suggestions which have to do with SSL, HTTPS, and so forth and so on. Our general approach would be to do all of those, except that they make things slower. So, for example, in most cases, the specifics that you talk about, we have the opportunity, but the default is not to use the most secure form because it slows everything down.
But it also advantages your marketing efforts. So let's have a transparent
again, I can assert to you, as a matter of fact, that that's not something we think about. What we do think about is latency, literally speed. So we're looking at the specific ideas that you talked about, but ultimately we're not, I think, going to do anything that disadvantages speed. What we will do is do things which advantage communication. So I applaud your publishing, your analysis, your area of concerns, and so forth. But we're very, very focused on this from the standpoint of both the combination of performance and privacy. Some of the other specific things that you talked about, for example, you talk about email and sender versus receiver. I'm going to have to take those as product suggestions, and/or that's not how our systems work, but we can do that offline.
I would look forward to doing that offline. Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am.